We're Audio Machine, and you guys are watching Lindsay Klein, the Homegrown Spotlight.
The Machine!
What's up? I am Lindsay Klein with AJ Penta and The Stallions inside the DHA Homegrown Spotlight, or Stallion.
Today it's just Stallion.
How many are there normally?
4.
4 horses.
3 stallions.
Yeah, so it would be
right.
AJ and the 3 Stallions.
Awesome. AJ, I figured out how you took your name. That's your name, right?
AJ
My
Penta
name is Lindsay Klein. It works.
my name.
for the
Yeah,
radio,
it just works.
How'd you come up with the Stallions part?
Everyone who was associated with the project, whether recording or playing live with us, the last names, Vinny, who's all Italian, I'm Italian, was Nelia, D'Amico, Sardone, Carmano, were all the people that were associated with it.
Okay.
A bunch of Italian guys from New Jersey, Italian Stallions,
right.
and it was a joke, and it kind of stuck.
I got it. I didn't know if it was a horse thing.
Well, it's a combination of the Italian
guys
Stallions
really
and
like
also
horses.
Wild Stallions from Bill and Ted.
All right. Well, interesting.
So that's
I
where
like this.
that's where we got the name from.
What's the interview's about, right? All right, AJ Penta and the Stallions. How long has this project been around?
About 1 year.
1 year,
Exactly,
that's it?
since we met, yeah, right?
2 years? Was it 2 years ago? 1 year ago? Yeah, 2 years ago.
A year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago, we met.
I think I met you a year ago, and you were talking music with me. It was like March.
We just recorded CD last summer.
Not supposed to date. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, it's okay. No, the past is okay. The past is okay.
Yeah, so this project, we met a couple years ago, almost 2 years ago, and we recorded the album beginning of summer 2012.
Okay. Well, I have one album of yours. Do you have more than that?
No, that is
Okay, that
there
is
was an
the
EP
album.
I did the summer before that, and then we did East Coast Cowboy, which is the LP
Gotcha.
that I believe you have.
I believe I do. And how did you guys make this album? Did you do it yourself? Did you have somebody
We
produce
did it in our friend's garage.
Really?
Yeah, we
It's
did
like
it.
The Foo Fighters.
Yeah, we literally, our friends, they were a band called The Embracers. They had a garage studio, and myself and Mike Nelia and Mike D'Amico, we produced it, and I had all the songs written. I met Vinny in the meantime. I was living down by Asbury Park playing down there. I moved up here and met Vinny, and I was planning on doing the album, so
Awesome.
yeah, and that's
I
how
love
it
that.
kind of just
I
fell
don't
into
know how
place.
You guys do that. It's amazing. Now, when you guys made the album, and I know you just said about the producing, how about writing your music? Is it you come into the Stallions with the ideas, or is it a group effort with everybody?
I'd say about like 90% of it is songs I've written that I've come in and I go,
Okay.
I have this song. Everyone definitely puts their 2 cents in. We do have other songs that Vinny has written the music for as well. There are, yeah, they're not on the record. On the record, on East Coast Cowboy, I wrote everything. However, new songs that we play, there were some that Vinny wrote the music for,
Okay.
and then I just wrote the melodies and lyrics, over, and we kind of
And are you
collaborated.
you're making new music?
Yeah, right now we have, I have probably 3 albums completely written. Like I'm sure most musicians
They have
are
a lot
like
of
that.
music.
It's just,
So what
yeah.
is it like hard to just sit down and get it, I guess, produced? And
Yeah, I mean it's just a matter
Let's
of
do it.
funding and timing and getting the right people and putting it together.
Are you going to do it yourself again in the future?
I'm still gonna do it myself, most likely. I like producing music. I would love to
Okay.
produce for other people too. I listen to everything from Elvis Presley to I'm a huge David Bowie fan to
Nice. My first crush.
really David.
Labyrinth with makeup on. I don't know what that says about me, but it's the truth.
Yeah, and
He's a sexy, pretty man.
everything to 80s new wave to 90s hard rock. I mean, it's just
You can
and-
appreciate music. for
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
Okay.
And so the production aspect of it, I really like too. And so it's fun making records.
All right,
And
good.
so I'm
And
looking-
I'm sure it's definitely, you're your own critic, worst critic, right? So you can really nail down what you want when you produce
I'm
it.
getting worse now than I was. Where I think before I was just so excited to make a record.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, that's me on tape.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome. They're like, no, man, we got to do it again. I'm like, but it's awesome. It's recorded.
Right.
Like, we have to erase it. Like, where now I'm definitely a lot more harsh as far as tones and different and musical influences that I want to use in my music.
Do you guys play out a lot? Do you ever do acoustic gigs? Or
Yeah,
just
we
plugged in?
do acoustic gigs. We haven't played recently. We've actually been doing a few radio stations.
Good.
A lot of radio stations
Okay.
have been contacting us and been like really awesome to have us on.
And do
So-
they do like live stuff or acoustic stuff? Or?
We were doing live acoustic
Great.
stuff.
That's a
New
great way
York
to get out
State,
there.
couple different things like that. I play acoustic here and there just by myself. If Vinny's around,
Yeah. I mean, acoustic.
I grab him. I thought you were gonna say something.
These around, you guys jam. All right.
Yeah, we jam.
Have you both been playing music for a long time in your lives personally?
I've probably been playing guitar longer than he is. I've been playing. I got my first good actual real guitar when I was 7. I got lessons when I was like 12 for like a couple months, and then my other friends from middle school and high school, we played in like a pop punk band, and I played bass. Like, oh, we need someone to play bass. Play bass. I'm like, all right, I played bass. So I bought a bass, and then played bass for 4 years in high school, and then went back to guitar, and just I'm pretty much all self-taught. I mean, just from watching my friend play, who's really good. But I just love playing guitar. Like, you can put a guitar in my hands, like I'll sit with it for 3 hours and not care about a thing in the world and just want to play guitar. I
Right.
can't stop. I love it too much. I'm
Okay.
addicted.
Yeah,
It's a healthy addiction.
I started playing in college only a few years ago. I picked up a guitar, I was able to play. Not very well.
But you sing, so where'd that
I
come
ne-
from? Both?
Yeah,
Just
I
genetics?
never had. My mother was a singer.
All right.
My grandmother was actually, her mother was an award-winning songwriter.
Okay. It's in you.
More, yeah. Like, it was just one of those things that I picked up a guitar. Actually, the track "A Devil's Deal" that's on East Coast Cowboy, I believe it's track 8. I wrote that song the first like 6 minutes I ever picked up a guitar. Like,
Natural talent.
yeah,
Awesome.
like I have to say, like it really came natural. Piano, completely different story. Like I struggle
all
with it.
different
I
animals.
try, yeah, and it, like
Right.
I want to kick it
Can you kick it? Yes,
yeah.
you can.
because it just it knows it. Yeah.
So what do you guys want to do with this project? Do you want to keep it going? Do you want to take it on the road ever?
Yeah, I mean, we're probably planning something maybe over the summer.
Okay.
Just some like a local little thing, even if it's just acoustic. Right now we don't have a drummer,
Okay.
so we're struggling with that. And so anyway, we're still here. We're still doing it. I'll always just pick up a guitar and play acoustic.
Good.
And new album.
Well,
Writing
tell our
songs.
fans where they can find everything that is AJ Penta and the Stallions.
iTunes, Amazon. I feel like the obvious places. AJ
Do you guys
Penta.
have a Facebook page?
Yeah, Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, Facebook. It's just AJ Penta and the Stallions. I don't think there's another musical AJ Penta out there. Yet one with the Stallions. So
Awesome. I always ask bands, now I know you're relatively new, you actually have been playing for a long time, like you said, but being in the scene, making, an album and making more, what would you give a piece of advice to original artists these days, if from what you've learned?
honestly, I don't know if I've ever heard anyone say this before, structure your music.
Okay, I haven't, so that's good.
Like people
no
that
advice.
play music, and that's kind of just my personal style, and
Okay.
I'm kind of imposing my personal beliefs in that sense. But I see a lot of bands that they have their awesome musicianship and they really could be awesome songwriters, but in order to appeal to a mass audience, at least initially, I feel like you have to have some sort of recognizable structure to your music. And I see a lot of bands that are just kind of all over the place. Not that they're super tight at what they're doing and they're very good, but to someone who's really not a music fan, I feel like that's going to lose their attention right away. So I mean, that's also my style. I try to keep things a little more of a mainstream sound, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the only really bit of advice that I could say to someone who's
Starting,
out. Yeah,
exactly.
who's just starting out.
And you, dear?
For any guitar player, bass player, whatever, if you're just starting an instrument, keep at it. Always, work towards getting better. Because when you start, you're not good, and you get discouraged. It's
Unless
like,
you're
I
AJ
suck.
Penta.
Yeah, unless you're AJ Penta.
6 minute song.
6 minute song. But not everyone's a prodigy like this
Listen,
kid.
I'm
But
complimenting
no,
you.
but in all seriousness, stick to your guns and go at it every day. Like every day I pick up guitar, whether it was for 30 minutes or it was for 5 minutes or it was for 3 hours, and look for some inspiration, look for indulge yourself in everything, music, and just don't stop,
Okay.
and because you just gradually get better. The only way you're gonna get better is if you play,
Right.
You know,
That's
and-
what I do with handstands on the radio.
and as you know,
You're listening to me. This is a true
getting
story.
better at handstands.
Handstands? Is that
Can you do a handstand? Yeah. All right, go for it.
a handstand?
Go ahead. It's a great way to end the air.
My jeans are tight.
Fail.
I'm not gonna try.
All right, good effort, good effort. Check these guys out and their acrobatics. AJ Penta and the Stallions. Thanks, guys.